everyone, welcome to Homestead Corner. I'm Jenny, and today I want to talk about building your food storage for as little as $10 a week. A lot of times when we think about getting prepared, we think about the cost of it, and it can be pricey depending on how you go about it. But you really can do it on a budget, and you can do it easily for $10 a week. You can really grow your food storage. You'd be surprised how fast it grows with just $10. So today I thought I would give you a few ideas of $10 worth of food that you could get each week, and you can mix it up, do it different ways. There's no set way to do this. Do what works for you. And if there's something in here that you don't like or you wouldn't eat or you're allergic to, you can replace that with whatever it is that you do like and the things that you can eat. So you just want to make sure you're looking at your how long things are going to last on the shelf. Best by dates are a suggestion, and they are not going to go bad on that day. Nothing jumps up and says, my date's up, I'm going to spoil today. So we just want to make sure that we are rotating our foods and things like that to make sure that the ones that we have are going to get used eventually, and rotate through them constantly. So one of the first things I would buy would be water. Definitely. If you are not storing water in your own containers, I would take my first $10 and get as much water as I can for $10, because you need at least, at a minimum, 1 gallon per day per person in your home. And it's a lot of water. It really is. I mean, 7 gallons for one person. You are going to need water to wash dishes, clean yourself, clean your home, cook food, drink, all of that stuff. We cannot go without water. So water is the number one thing that I would get first. And then second, I would move on to rice. Rice is really affordable. You can get this for just over $10 at our local store. You could even, if you went 2 weeks, you could go with a 50-pound bag. I've seen them at BJ's for around $20. So you can get a good amount of rice for a really affordable price. So check your wholesale clubs and things like that, Asian food markets, anything like that. If you've got a Mexican food market near you, you may be able to get your rice a lot cheaper. And beans. Beans are another great item to have in your pantry. But for $10, you can get, just about $10, you can get a 20-pound bag of rice right at your local Walmart, and you're going to have rice. Rice goes a really long way, and it helps you with your other meals so you can really stretch them out. On another week with $10, you can go with fruits. Fruits are one of the hardest things for us to store in our pantry because there's not a lot of canned fruits that we like, and the price is jumping up. All of these fruits can be found at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I know these Libby Tidbit pineapples, they are just about $2 at our local Walmart, and even more at our local grocery store. If the more variety of stores you have, the better off you're going to be, because you'll be able to shop those sales and pick out the things that are going to work for you. So you could take a week and do just fruits and get those into the pantry. And this is about $10 right here. These are $1.25 a can for your fruits. And then I picked up this salt at Walmart. I think it was 64 cents for a 26-ounce container. You're going to want to repackage your salt, because in this cardboard container, it is going to take on moisture and it will be hard as a rock. So I would you can put it right in a vacuum seal bag, right in the container, stick the whole thing right into a vacuum seal bag and seal it up. You could pour it into a mason jar and seal it up that way. You could put it in Mylar, whatever you choose, but you want to get that in a better container so it's airtight, because these cardboard ones just suck that moisture right in if you've got any moisture in the air, and it's going to make your salt be a hard brick. So I just like to vacuum seal it or stuff it in a jar, whatever I have handy at the moment. And spices, we want to make sure we're grabbing spices. A lot of these foods, especially your rice, your beans, your oats, your things like that, have little to no flavor. And if you're eating the same thing over and over, you're going to get food fatigue, which you are just going to be so sick of it. You're not going to want to eat it, and you need to eat. So making sure you've got spices so you can mix those up is really important. We keep 5-gallon buckets chocked full of different spices just to make sure that we can mix things up, especially when we're eating those really bland foods. And for a third week of ideas, grab some vegetables. Vegetables are what, 64, 68 cents a can at your local Walmart. You may be able to get some on sale at different places. They're a little bit more pricey at Dollar Tree and Dollar General. So I usually grab things from Walmart just because of the affordability. We love different kinds of vegetables, and get the ones you like. If you don't like one of these, don't get it. Definitely get the things your family will eat. You want to be able to use that food and rotate it. When you have a short week, you've got that pantry. That's what the emergency pantry is for. Your prepper pantry is going to help you in times of need, whether it's a huge emergency or just something little. You blow a tire, or you need 4 new tires and you just don't have money for food. When you've got a pantry, you've got backup. You can take the money and buy those tires and still eat really well because you've got all this stuff stored in your pantry. I also think a 4-pack of tuna fish is a great idea. These are just around $3. So this is under $10 here. You would have $1 and change left over. Definitely, you could add a couple more cans of vegetables, or you could just tuck that money away for next week and put that $1 with the $10 for the rice, or whatever it is that you need. We just, any little pennies or anything, we just keep it tucked away and keep adding to it. If you put that money in every week, your food storage is going to grow, and you will not believe how big it is. And just another $10 week of stocking up, I think, is look at your clearance section. Even if your plan is to go into the store and buy 10 cans of vegetables this week, if you walk in and pasta is 75 cents and cans of roast beef are $1.25 instead of $4, definitely snag those up. I even found coffee filters yesterday for $1 for a $3 package of coffee filters that fits my coffee maker. So looking around at those little clearance sections or anything that's marked down in the store, even our local grocery store has a bin where anything that's been in the store for a certain amount of time goes into that bin. It's not even close to the date yet, but it is. They want to clear it off the shelf so they can move something else in, and you can get a great deal on it. And a lot of times it's 50 or 75% off. These packages of pasta were marked down to 75 cents because they're not going to carry this brand of this style of pasta anymore, which is great. I grabbed as much as I could, and to get that on my shelf. When you have that extra money, you can keep rolling it, and maybe it's 50 cents here and $2 there, but it adds up over time. And this is just $10 worth that I paid for this food: 2 pounds of pasta, 2 cans of this Armour beef stew. Not our favorite beef stew, but it is really good. It's not too bad. We like to put it over rice because it's going to stretch that meal right out. You can add a little bit of water to it to make it a little bigger also. Whatever it is you need to do, or if you've got a potato that's going bad, anything like that, you can cook it up and toss it in just to make it bigger and stretch those meals out. Coffee filters I got for $1. This is some organic pasta sauce I picked up at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. You can't beat that. And I got 2 bags of lentils and a bag of beans, all $1.25. And these come with your rice. Your lentils or your beans are going to make a complete protein, which will keep you alive. So it may not be your favorite food, but it's going to keep you alive in especially a bigger emergency situation. You're going to want those rice and beans because they are so inexpensive, and they really they are definitely your best bet for survival food. So although $10 really doesn't sound like that much when you go to the grocery store, you think you can't really get anything. But over the course of 4 weeks of $10 a week, you could get this much extra food into your pantry. And $10 doesn't go that far normally. And I would definitely work on getting your meats as packed in as you can. Over time, just keep adding to them. And anything that you eat more of, if you eat more vegetables than meat, then you want to stock more vegetables than meat. But if you love fruits and that's something you buy a ton of, definitely try to get those beefed up also. So look at where you eat the most, and you can add, this is just $40 worth of food. You can definitely do this. Anybody can do this. And when you're watching sales, clearances, anything like that, you could get even more. So that is a wonderful thing. I just wanted to encourage you guys, especially people that are just getting started and it feels so overwhelming. It doesn't have to be. Just plan it out, figure out what things are going to work for you and your family and work on those. It's really an individualized thing, and not everybody is going to be buying the same things. You can add whatever it is that you like to this list, and then when you see them on sale, or this week you don't see anything that you really need on sale, so go for those items that you need the most in the pantry. That's how we do it, is to just keep it stocked the best we can. And then when something happens, if you're sick and you're out of work for a week, that can definitely be a killer on the finances. So having your backup pantry is going to help you in so many different ways. Sickness, job loss, this economy is ridiculous. There's just so many things. If we had an all-out collapse, we've at least got something to lean on until we can get food grown, foraging done, hunting, whatever it is we have to do. But get out there. If you can do just $10 a week, really, you're going to be surprised how fast your pantry grows. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.